Archon presents a Ghost Logic game.
Live.
I shouldn't have taken a big old bite of sandwich right before you said, and we're live.
Why not? Everyone likes a little, what is it called? ASMR?
Oh, gross. No, that's like the worst thing ever.
Chomp, 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 chomp.
I hate it when people eat my ear. Oh, no. All right, so Florida Green, this is episode 10. We're calling Burnout. Welcome back. It is Saturday night. I'm so glad when you guys hang out with me Saturday nights. It makes me feel important, just to have a group of people to hang out with Saturday night is important, especially when you're in your 30s. Yeah, you guys are friends. You're my friends. Anyway, we're gonna move on. I was thinking about this week. Say there was like a international lottery where you didn't have to put your name in, but you could win it. And in this lottery, NASA has found a new planet, and your name is chosen out of the lottery to name this new planet. It will be its name forever. What are you going to call this new planet? Let's start with Archon.
Novaria. It's my favorite world in Mass Effect.
Novaria is actually, that's a cool name. That is a really cool name. Novaria.
It's a very dystopian place.
Well, I mean, like NASA's discovering a planet. It could be anything. We have no idea what it is yet.
I mean, in Mass Effect lore, it's an ice ball planet, and the only reason it's occupied is because it's outside of the law of all the normal governments. So corporations have colonized it so they can do whatever the fuck they want, which means they do incredibly unethical shit there. But it's a very interesting planet.
I like that name. That's a really cool name. Well, Kizik, you got a name for a planet? If NASA came and picked you and said, "Hey, new planet, you name it."
I would go with something based on a saxophone because the life of Adolf Sax and the invention of the saxophone is the thing I know too much about. I think I'm going to go with Saxoria.
I don't know if I could live. I don't know if I could live on a planet that's called Sax.
Oh man, Saxorea, something like that. Saxoria. Yeah.
Saxoria.
Saxer, yeah, man.
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, yeah. Allie, do you have a name for a planet?
I was gonna say Hecate, she's the goddess, the mother of witchcraft, because I feel like that would really freak people out.
You got to give the girl a point. She's like, what is the name that I can do to make everyone the most uncomfortable? Yes, that's what we want to call it.
That's what yeah.
I love
think
it.
it's like right in line with naming planets after the ancient Roman and Greek pantheon. Why not just step aside and use Hecate? Why not? It's a good choice too. Very nice, very nice. I asked around the office this past week. I was like, "Hey, if you could name a planet, what would you name it?" Of course, I had names like Planet McPlanety Face. The other one, oh man, I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was lewd. And nothing beats Saxoria. I got to tell you, that's a great name.
Just north of Uranus. Perineum.
It's like naming a planet Grundle. Oh boy. I don't know. If I could name a planet, I don't think I could pass up the opportunity to be like, "Oh, that's just Bob. We've got a planet Bob now. Like, why not name it Bob?" It would be amazing.
There is a lot of literature that will in jest call a planet Bob, and I think it's one of those things where if space exploration ever hit the sci-fi level that many of the great sci-fis I like to watch, like Star Trek, do, eventually there is going to be a planet Bob, because eventually you're going to run out of ideas. Yeah. And it's a number or it's Bob.
Right. And it's going to be after you've named it like XX11257777, and then like the next guy is going to be like, "Look, fuck that. Bob."
Yep, this one's Bob, this one's Steve.
I feel like Allie could be a good name for a planet.
I think that is a good name for a planet.
Simple.
It is.
But kind of weird spelling, like most planets.
Could you imagine meeting like an alien species that couldn't pronounce our home world, and they just like named it Earth? Like
I was gonna say it too, Earth.
It's Earth with an F, but like everybody corrects it. No. It really is a TH sound, and you know that those bastards can make a TH sound with their little beaky mouths, but instead they're like Earth, and they know it makes us mad.
This terrestrial planet is Earth.
Actually, what would be most likely to happen in that scenario is that they wouldn't refer to us as Earthlings at all. They would refer to our sun's name Sol, because that's generally how we refer to other planets, is by their sun, not by the planet's name.
That's true.
So they would call us Sol, or something of a plural of that. They wouldn't.
Solars.
Yeah. They wouldn't even call us. Because Sol's the name of our sun. They wouldn't even call us like Terra or any of the alternate Earth names. They would refer to us by, because when we talk about other, star systems, we talk about the star's name, and we then number them. So we'd be like Sol 3 is Earth.
I see. Yep. We're a bunch of soulsies. I don't know. We should start just applying that name to us now, and we'll get rid of this whole crappy human thought that like everybody's different because we all live in different places.
Sure, you start that petition.
Just need to bring up the everybody's the same in this universe. Let's just stick it out. Anyway, I don't know how to segue that into our recap, but last time you guys went to Honduras and went deep into the jungle for your buddy Brian Wilson. He had a map that was just completely bogus, but you guys went with him anyway. And along the way, you guys got a guide named Mateo, and got into the jungle of Honduras and made your way through to find a very strange little fertile village. Of course, that village had its mysterious issues.
Yeah, I mean, fertile is relative, right? I mean, if you want a goat baby,
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you're there for, it's very fertile.
you got to know what you're getting into.
That's true. But anyway, you guys like found like this ancient temple inside the jungle, and thwarted the thing that was there at the temple. So good job last time. You guys also, Brian found like a bunch of treasure. And I wanted to establish that each of you guys are like millionaires at this point. Maybe even multimillionaires between your Honduras gold and your gold that you got from the Masters.
So I can change my credit rating to like 99.
Yeah, I think each of you could probably go up to 99 with your credit rating. You'd have the ability to buy whatever you want.
Well, that'll be convenient at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get there.
Yay.
Just like every other episode, because this is Pulp Cthulhu, we're going to start with a luck refresh. So each of you go ahead and roll your D100 percentile dice. Compare that result to the current luck score, and if your roll is higher, then that's awesome. You get to add some luck. Anybody get some good luck?
Character sheet up. I totally prepared like I was supposed to.
Allie, it looks like you failed that with a 93.
I did, yeah.
That's good. What was your current luck?
Great question. 78.
Cool. All right. So you're going to add 2d10 plus 10. No matter what, you're getting 10. Well, no matter what, you're getting 12. That's like the lowest you can get.
I passed mine, so I get 1d plus 5.
1d plus 5. That is correct, Kizik. Not bad. 9 plus 5 is 14. Using those mods. That's good. I like that. All right. Well, as each of you can see, I have a museum here on the map because we're going to start today's episode in situ.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that term. And don't get to hear it used very often.
It gets used a
Yeah.
lot in tabletop.
Yeah, sometimes I can use it. I'm going to use things like camera direction and wipes and things like that because it's the way my brain thinks. So yeah, we're going to start this like mid scene, but basically what has happened here is that Silas has called you guys up and said there has been a gas explosion at the museum here in Tampa, which is very strange for a building that doesn't have a gas hookup. The paramedics and the police are there on scene investigating, but Silas wants you guys to go in and do your thing looking for an artifact. And Silas and Marge and the Vault have each come together. They've given you guys fake IDs for the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. So you guys have ATF badges and IDs. And they're going to send you in to this museum. So you guys get there, and we're going to start this scene with you guys walking in, and they're up on the top level. I think there was a car accident outside my house. That's cool.
I felt a boom too.
Yeah, that was pretty big.
Sorry.
Why is that your fault?
I just felt like it was the right thing to say.
Yeah. I don't know. That could end up being a major distraction here. But right now we are talking about this museum exhibition area that I'm pinging on the map. It is the second floor, a balcony that kind of overhangs this huge kind of circular, semicircular area, and this top floor balcony has a artifact exhibit on it that has like Turkish artifacts from the 11th century. And as you guys are walking in, there are paramedics that are picking up just charred, crispy bodies and putting them onto the gurneys and kind of like wheeling them away from the exhibition area. There's glass all over the ground and smashed clay pots and tablets and things like that. People are milling about. There's definitely a stench in the air that you guys are smelling, and you've noticed that like the automatic sprinkler system in the museum has not gone off. And as you guys walk in, you guys are approached by the museum head. He's kind of in like a white lab coat, and he walks up to you and he's like, "Can I help you three?" Excuse me. Could I see some identification?
Are you saying we're not in ATF uniforms?
If you want to be, I said that you had identification, like badges and IDs, but if you want to be in an ATF uniform, that kind of makes sense.
I mean, at least, yes, it makes sense. At least a jacket.
Is the rest of the ATF here? Or is it just us three with ATF
But there are
badges?
like police and stuff around, right?
There are like regular Tampa PD police officers and paramedics from the local hospital.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting to be confronted by this is a clerk at the museum.
This seems to be like the head of the museum, especially at the moment. He's like
It's
white
just a head.
haired. It's just a head on a lab coat. Yeah, just an older white guy. He looks self-important, clean shaven.
He can be as self-important as he wants. He's getting escorted out of here. He's a civilian.
I like it. Flip the self-importance on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Act like you have more of a right to be here. Walk him out.
Well, yeah. I'll do that. That's because that's what happens. All the civilians get moved out. This is a crime scene. There's an explosion. There's bodies going on. It wouldn't be anybody from the museum here. They'd all be escorted out the door.
Ask him about his faulty sprinkler system.
Right?
What do you say to this guy?
Well, does he actually say that if he sees me in an ATF jacket? Would be my follow-up question.
No, if he sees you in an ATF outfit, instead of asking for ID, he's going to say, the explosion seems to have happened here, and he like points to an area of the floor that has been singed a little bit. He says, "We're trying to work on getting the cameras back online with the museum. Once we have the cameras, we'll be able to show you the footage of what happened. But you can see from the burned area on the floor. Let me draw this out. It's like this burned area on the floor.
Oh, we're over here.
And yeah, sorry, this spot over here.
Mhm.
So there's a bunch of broken pottery and artifacts and things here, and then there's a burned area on the floor where there were the bodies. That the bodies were being picked up, and then this wall here is all made out of glass, and there's a huge chunk of the wall, well, of the window, that's been shattered, and there's glass everywhere.
Okay. And we're standing where?
You guys can be anywhere in here. I'm gonna put these bodies are being picked up.
I'm not laughing at the stick figure bodies that are burnt, but I am.
Yeah, they're very crispy.
I don't know why that really tickled me.
I was about to say, she's like, I'm not laughing at the burned bodies. I'm just laughing at the burned bodies.
Yeah. These are like, you look at them and they're very like
Ouchies.
yeah, the kernels original recipe.
So I'm gonna ask the director and be like, "Hey, make sure all of your people are clear of the crime scene and do all the. I'm gonna try act as professionally as I can, having not been. So Graham's never been a police officer, so he's just like channeling his inner CSI.
Horatio Kane.
Yeah. He's like, so yeah, let's make sure we're clear of the scene. Trying to say some important things. He's like, so can you tell me what you saw? Welcome back. Who did we lose?
The man in the lab coat says that he hasn't seen anything yet. He's was on the other side of the museum when the alarm went off, and he came up here and realized that he had some of his employees have been hurt, so he called 911 immediately, and now he's just been kind of helping paramedics and stuff get in and out of the building with access and things like that. And I think probably the sergeant or whoever's like police officer in charge on site has asked him to get the footage together. So when the ATF showed up, he's just like, I'm still, I'm trying to get all that together. So that's a priority for him.
What floor are we on? I'm sorry. I know you said it, but I forgot.
So this is a second floor balcony. The way that the museum works is this reception desk in the very center is on the ground floor. And then you go through these security barriers up these stairs and then around. So you guys are on a second floor balcony.
Can we get this window taped up? It
Yeah.
seems unsafe.
You can start, if you're looking at the window, go ahead and give me a perception roll. Recon, investigation, spot hidden. That's what it's called.
I really just didn't want anybody to fall. OSHA.
That's a good call.
I can't see. I think I failed that. Okay, well, just everybody be careful.
Yeah, some people, probably part of the museum crew, will go to like tarp it up, tape it.
Perfect.
Is it? Can you speak now?
Am I here?
Yes, you're here too.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, I think he means, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can
Yes.
hear you.
Connectivity has been weird. I've been troubleshooting Ethernet connections and turning off things, trying to optimize things. Every 5 words, you go through a distorted tunnel, and I'm trying to. I was listening 15 seconds late on the stream, and everything was good, but Discord is killing me right now.
Goodness. Okay.
It's okay. I keep running out to look outside because it's pitch black outside. It's like unnatural black outside.
But we're here to investigate some stuff. And I remember who I'm playing now, so I'm feeling better.
Oh Lord.
His blood sugar, Gavin's blood sugar just got a little low.
Yeah, he was looking too close to that edge. Pulled out some gator jerky, then put that back in his pocket because he saw Stella looking at him. Pulled out a PB&J from another pocket.
I mean, gators eat gators. Jasper might want some of that gator jerky.
Where did you receive that information?
Do they not? Also, your mic is crackling. It's probably due to your issues you're having. Kizik.
Me?
Kizik.
No, Kizik's mic.
I'm gonna try this move. Give me 5 minutes.
Yes.
Gavin's concerned about whether the explosion, the glass from because he knows 2 things about explosions and 2 things about glass. He wants to know if there's glass inside the building or glass outside the building.
Oh, very clever. Very good. Horatio Kane would be proud.
And he's gonna have some glasses on.
Yeah.
If this were a person's skull, this would be that coup counter coup thing.
So Gavin puts on his glasses and
Yeah.
starts
Down,
walking
down, down,
towards
down.
the window.
We
And
won't get fooled again.
while he is investigating the window, what would Graham and Stella like to investigate?
I mean, how are we going to beat the glass in or out of the window thing?
I'm waiting to
How are we
hear
going
the results of that investigation.
how are we going to top this? I'll go look at the bodies. I'm not going to touch them or anything, but I'm going to have a look. Are they like where they lay? Is the ground charred around them, and they like leave an outline? No. Okay.
No.
So the area they're laying in is not as burned as their bodies are.
Correct.
Okay.
But the head on the lab coat did say there was a charred spot right here.
Yeah, if you look at it, it looks like a shoe print. And
Okay.
so you're looking at it now, and like instead of it just being like a charred shoe print, like somebody, it's kind of hard to explain. This looks like someone's rubber sole of their shoe melted a little bit as they were stepping
Okay.
and made this footprint.
But just one singular footprint, right or left?
It is the left footprint.
Oh, okay.
Do any
But
of
we
these
don't-
people have like an extra charred left foot?
Oh, cool.
No.
Great question.
Give me a spot hidden on the bodies.
Spot hidden. Spot hidden is 75. My score. And I rolled a 52. That is a pass, but a regular one. I pull out my microscope and my magnifying glass and my Sherlock Holmes hat.
You say, does this magnifying glass make my mouth look big?
With your huge teeth behind them. Yeah, sure.
Good. That's
Do-
progress.
Do I have any of my like salad from lunch like stuck in my teeth? Can you see?
Luck roll.
Luck roll. Okay, I can do that too. I'm not very good at that because I spent all my luck last time. Ooh, but I did okay. That is an 18.
Yeah, there's no lettuce in your teeth.
Oh.
And
No,
your
it's a luck roll.
and your spot hidden is there's a mark. So like you're looking at these bodies and they're very crispy. And like as you're looking at them, you know, the paramedics coming in with the gurney and they're picking a body up. And I'm sure you've taken old food off of the grill before that's just kind of been burned on. It's a little bit
God.
like that, and it's pulling away a little bit. But as you look, you're doing your spot hidden. There's a shape on this man's arm of a hand. The right hand of someone has been impressed onto this person. So like within their charred skin is an imprint of a right hand from somebody else's touch. So now you have a left boot print, a right hand print, and Kizik, are you back?
I'm here and it's not out of the woods, but I pull my glasses down and I'm looking at the glass markings. What can I deduce from that?
The glass is broken outwards, like someone has left the area by jumping out of the second floor window.
Can I lean a little closer and see if there's any impact on the ground below?
Yep, there's a little pile of glass down there at the bottom, and a little blood.
I'm gonna mosey back over to my friends and see. Tell them I might got a lead.
The glass is out.
Sweet. A blood trail we can follow. I like.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like a wounded, not a gator, but like a deer in the swamp. And they leave you a little trail. Graham never misses a shot, so they always drop. But other hunters we're going with, we can track them down. What you guys find over here?
You you ever accidentally leave something on the grill?
Oh, yeah, like will you get distracted and you come back 30 minutes later like, oh, shit. Oh, that kind of look like that, doesn't it? Does it
Yeah.
look like a hand?
Yeah. And the scorch mark in the middle looks like a boot print. Almost as though someone was the source of the fire and explosion. And if I were panicking in a fire explosion through some strange artifacty reason, I might be inclined to jump out a window. But that's strictly speculation on my part.
Yeah, we can go down and check some things out. We got anything else in here to look at?
Should we check out this broken pottery that is in the shape of a dolphin?
Yeah, I want to show you some of this. So, hold on one second as I bring it into this game that we're playing. I'm going to try to do this quick.
No rush.
Kissing your mustache. Thank you for posting that in Discord. Amazing.
Yep. It's I was cycling through my windows trying to get things sorted, and it just popped up full screen, and I was like, ah!
Fucking amazing.
Wow.
I raised morale in the office.
You did. It's
I'd say.
still raising morale. It's amazing.
Just one more picture here. Try to get it up in Discord, and then I'll transfer it over.
While he's doing that, for some context, people, watching the video or following along on stream, Kizik came into the office with a full-blown, curled pirate mustache as a way of cheering
Colonel Mustard mustache.
cheering everyone up. Yeah, it's definitely yeah. I thought Captain Hook, because that picture doesn't show you how curled it was. Once he finished waxing it, it was straight up.
Sure, looks like he just got finished saying indubitably.
Yes, he needs a pipe, but instead of it being a real pipe, it blows bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're all talking about.
So in this collection of 11th century Turkish artifacts, there's a candle holder and a really ornate vase, and there's a bunch of tapestries that are really nice. The main thing, though, that will catch someone's eye, the investigator's eye, is this thing, and its back has been broken out. This thing was hollow, and inside of it, something has been taken from within it. It was a secured hiding space for something.
Okay, so the pieces broke into it instead of being laying on the floor, as opposed to something having burst out of it.
It looks like maybe somebody dropped this thing on accident, and then the hollow cavity inside of it allowed it to break way more than if it had been solid. But then something inside of it, it was definitely containing something. That thing is gone.
Okay.
Is there all the pieces there? Could we try to put the puzzle back together?
There are hundreds of pieces, and they all look very similar. You could probably put the thing back together. There may be one or two missing pieces, but that's...
Could I read the plaque that says what it is?
Oh, yeah. Sure thing. It says, what does it say? Studajek, like circa 1200. This is bust with headdress.
And that's all it says?
That's all the little placard says.
Okay. I'm going to go find museum guy and ask him about this piece.
Okay. You find him with his security team. They have just finished up getting the video straightened out. But you find him and you ask him about it. He says this whole collection is actually on loan. Museums within his circuit kind of like pass around attractions, quote unquote. So this one is on loan, but they've been moving things around. He had a team of 6 people up here moving things. All he believes all 6 of them are dead. And that's when you guys realized that only 5 bodies had been taken out or had been counted.
I was about to point out that there's only been 5 bodies that we've seen. Yeah. Okay. He said the video is up. I would like to see the video.
Okay. So you guys all gather around the closed circuit TV, and they start this video. And what you see 6 gentlemen, all various ages, and they're all like helping move things within this exhibit. So there's a big glass case, and there's maybe like some rigging skates, and they're like moving some stuff around. One guy catches your eye that he looks younger than everybody else. He's wearing like a black leather jacket, and hold on, I gotta see him again so I tell you what he actually looks like. So yeah, he's a young kid, probably 19, clean shaven, with just a mop of black hair. He's wearing a black leather jacket that's got all of these like badges and patches sewn into it, and he just he looks like a degenerate kid working the museum as an assistant or something. But anyway, he moves some stuff, and you see this thing get knocked over, and it like falls behind a table. You don't see what happens, but the kid with the moppy black hair stands back up after trying to like catch this thing. And as he stands up, actually, I can pull his card out now, and you'll see what he looks like. There he is. As he stands back up, you see on the video this crazy kinetics sparking kind of light go around him, and in a flash, like it's just a very, very quick radiative flash, the other 5 people around him get burnt to a crisp, and this kid just stands there in kind of shock before he kind of like charges up a bunch of electricity and then runs and jumps out the window, landing on the second or on the ground floor. He jumped out of the second story, lands on the ground floor down below the museum, and runs off into the night.
What kind of landing did he do? Did it look like he stumbled at all?
No, it looks like a superhero landing.
And he got cut jumping through that window?
Yeah, you saw blood down there at the bottom, so he got cut a little bit.
And how did he gather some energy? Was he just like meditating, or was he like we could see energy going towards him?
So it was like it was emitting or radiating from him.
Well, Miss Stella, you want to go take a closer look at that bust?
Yeah, I'd like to ask the head a little bit more about this exhibit.
Oh yeah, the museum head. Well, he's been watching this video with you too. He'd know this kid. He'd be like, "Oh, that's Vance. He's the college intern that we have at the museum. I don't know what happened to him, but this video looks crazy. Like he just jumped out the window, so that's nuts." But he will tell you that that's Vance Kerosene, and he's a college intern helping the museum, and he's got a locker around here somewhere. Yeah. Sorry, Stella. Did you have another question?
Well, I just wanted to know a little bit about the exhibit that they were moving in. I'm assuming that's what they were doing.
Yes, they were moving it in. This exhibit is on loan from the. It's a museum in Turkey that they've got a partnership with, and they're probably not going to be happy that one of their items was broken.
And does he have any further information about this guy?
Yeah, the head of the museum thinks that this is probably a representation of a Saracen, which is like a cultish warrior type from 11th century Turkey. And they were known to be just like unstoppable on the battlefield.
Okay.
He says the name Saracen.
And that like is one word.
Saracen, yeah.
Cool.
He said the back of the statue is broken.
Yeah, I mean the statue is hollow, so it's a lot of it was broken, but mostly the back of the like spinal area of this statue.
Oh, well, Mr. Director, could we take a look at his locker?
Oh, you don't want to pursue the trail that he left?
Sorry, you broke up a little bit. What did you say?
Kizik's character, Gavin, found a trail. Presumably, if we follow said trail, we will find the suspect. The longer we wait, the less likely we are to find him. Does that logic not track for you?
Yeah, but the closer we get to like a bomb guy.
You think there's something in this guy's locker? It's gonna. This guy did not do this on purpose. This happened to him.
Or this guy did this on purpose and he took something out the back of that thing.
I don't think so.
Well, you can do both. You can check the locker and you can run the trail.
I'm down for that. I mean, the locker will still be here no matter what. He is getting further away every second we spend talking about this.
Yeah, so we're jumping out the second story window? No, we're going down the stairs.
Let's go ahead and use this. We can spare the few couple of seconds to use the stairs. Really, I almost didn't come over and talk to this guy at all. Because that statue and everything we just discovered would still be here. Some things are time sensitive.
So, Kizik, when you get down to the bottom, have Gavin roll a track. I think you have tracking, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I can track him with the best. That is a hard success.
I'm so glad you didn't roll a 99 there.
Gavin tracks this blood trail and little bits of glass down the sidewalk and to the public parking area where there was a car parked in a empty spot, but the trail kind of like leads up to where someone would have jumped into a car and then peeled off. Your tracking will even, like, you'll note that the car that peeled out of here left like rubber when it left. So it left at a high rate of speed.
Okay. We've learned a couple valuable things from this. First off, we need to get the camera footage from the parking lot. Second is apparently he's not so electronic that he just fries a car as soon as he gets in it. So that's good.
Yeah. So we're headed back in.
Yeah, we need that footage.
All right. So the parking lot camera footage will verify what I just said. He ran to his car, which is like a black Hemi Cuda. So it's like an older style car anyway. But he jumps into it and, like, Fast and Furious style, just peels out of the parking lot.
That's a unique car. That's good.
A bunch of, like, sparks and things jumping off around him. You can, like, almost see it on the video. Especially when he's just, like, sitting in the car and driving around. You check his locker. All right, so Vance Kerosine's locker at the museum has a college ID in it. It's like a Tampa Community College identification. And then there's also this. It's a, like, folded up piece of paper that has a map on one side. And then on the other side, which I didn't have time to do, it says Tampa Circuit. And then it has dates on it. And the date, like today's date, is on the brochure with the race map on it. And it has some, like, times. So the time for tonight's date for this race is 8 p.m. And right now it's about 6 p.m. So you guys have about 2 hours before this thing says, the Tampa circuit is supposed to start. But that is your clue here from the...
Is this like an underground race or is this something official?
Oh, yeah, this is illegal street racing.
Cool.
These guys deserve to get caught.
Yeah, he put an illegal street race in a day job.
All right, police. This is where we're gonna be and when we're gonna be there.
I mean, that's where he'll be at 8.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth checking out if there's like a start-stop point, which there probably is on this map. We could probably go there a little early because people are going to want to be showing off their rides and everything. Maybe there's a nearby, like, commuter lot that they park up in. We can ask questions because he's going to know people here if he's got this map. People are going to know him. I'm definitely going to let Gavin take the lead on this.
Because Gavin knows about the underground street race.
Because Chris has seen this episode, is trying very hard to separate what he knows from what his character knows.
Because Chris has seen this episode.
All right. Well, Gavin's gonna see who is the next. Who's the prettiest college intern that's a girl working at the camp?
Working at the museum?
Yeah.
Probably Sarah. Here, this is Sarah.
Her last name's Sen.
Nah, it's Pool.
I've seen this woman before.
Yeah.
Well, Gavin will pop up and say, hey, Miss Sarah, you know old Vance Kerosene?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I know him.
Oh, he's not trying to show off and tell you about his big, awesome car.
That's all he talks about is his stupid fucking car.
So you're not interested in him, and you don't know anything about this the map and the racing.
No, he tried to take me out on a date one night. He said it was a date, and then it just ended up being one of his stupid races. I'm not into that. So I told him that I wasn't into him. He made me walk home. So fuck Vance Kerosene.
Oof. You know anybody else here that likes his car and his racing stuff?
This is a museum. We are. I don't think so. Not a lot of people really into racing here.
Well, then how did he get a job here?
I not sure. Maybe a friend of the family or something like that.
All
Not
right. Did he work hard when he was here?
Um, I don't think so. I think actually there was. I think he might have been stealing things from the museum and then selling them so that he could afford parts for his car.
Wow.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, you didn't hear it from me though. I didn't like him. I don't know how else he would have made money enough to pay for that car.
Maybe he's good at his street racing.
Maybe, but then he wouldn't be working at a museum, I guess. I don't know. I'm just being mean now.
That's far right. Thanks for your time.
Can you guys see this sparky boom thing here in the middle of the map?
Yes. No.
Oh, it is there for you? No,
I can't see it.
you can't see it. Okay,
I can't see it either.
weird. That's okay. You don't need to see that one.
I need to ask a clarifying question because I think I missed something from the first security tape. When they were moving this thing, did they drop it and the back blew out, or it just exploded itself?
So I kind of described it as ambiguous. Where at one time I said that he dropped it, and then another time I said that it was hollow and something burst out of it.
Okay,
So yeah, I'm kind of leaving that up to your imagination.
gotcha.
Roger.
I mean, it is an important distinction, though.
Yeah, I think in the video you probably would have seen it look way more like an accident. That Vance Kerosene did not know that something was inside of this thing. He dropped it. And then when he came back up from the other side of the table, he was angry.
Well, Gavin, if you're done weirdly questioning the college girl,
I mean, I was just making sure he didn't have a fling that could help us get into the car scene.
no, it's okay. It's okay. Should we
Kevin, that's a great idea. It's probably just not here at the museum.
how long has he been an intern here?
8 months.
Okay.
Well, you want to head down to the starting line? We got an hour to get there. I don't know how long it is, how far away from us it is.
You guys are actually pretty close. I mean, you're in Tampa, so everything's 20 minutes.
Everything's 20 minutes plus traffic.
That's with traffic.
We're going to buy a car and race this guy or try to stop him before it starts the race.
What?
Well,
I think idea right now was to just go to the start line, right?
Hold on,
Yeah.
I want to unpack this suggestion of Kizik's.
I like it. I don't want to unpack it. I want to keep this going.
No notes. Let's race.
Kizik, you want to race a car against this guy?
I mean, Gavin would love to race a car. He'd be much
Hell
more
yeah.
comfortable on a boat, but going fast is it's all right.
And we definitely
Actually-
have a connection to a supercar we can borrow.
That's true.
But can I get here in 40 minutes?
I'm not gonna force you guys to just go here, but I do have this ready to go.
We could go and befriend one of the other racers.
Hopefully everything loads for everybody.
Gee, guys, I wonder if the glowing car has anything.
No, that's just the underlights.
Yeah,
all
it's supposed to be underglow.
It's all his nos.
I'm glad you see the purple one.
Can't see if there's one right here.
Oh, you don't see that thing? This thing right here?
Nope, that's just a box.
Okay, well, he's gone. He was a person.
Aw.
All right. Any other cars you don't see?
That one's just a marble.
This car right here. Okay,
That white marble right there.
it's gone.
This is just a white box that says ambient loops.
Oh yes, I knew that, but it should be playing a nighttime ambience.
I found a Hemikuda.
You found a Hemikuda.
I heard you say those words. I didn't know what they meant.
Oh yes, sorry, that's a car.
I did piece that together.
I might have explained it better though.
I've just never heard that name for a car.
Gotcha.
Is this a pirate street race?
Maybe.
Guys, watch out for this lady. She seems kind of sketchy.
Which lady? The one flying?
Yes, the floating lady.
Yeah, the one I can't I can't even delete her. I'm so upset with her. This guy's just upside down.
That's the same model that we used for the what was her name? The Prime Paladin's wife, the big charity lady from the first Traveler campaign. Anyway, yeah, she has a tendency to just glitch out. That's why we don't use her anymore.
Yeah.
You
All
know
right.
what? Good for her.
So you guys drive up to the start finish line. At least it's marked on the please don't show this to the police brochure. And you guys pull up, and it seems like it's like a car show where everybody's come out and they're just showing off what they've got. There's different groups of people here, and if anybody's seen the Fast and Furious, it's, Ja Rule is here. There's like a bunch of other people here. There's, hydraulics on cars and big subwoofers and all of that stuff.
Is there a really short dude over here selling things out of the back of a van?
Sure, 100%.
Is his
Ja
name
Rule
is his
is here.
name Hopper?
Yeah, you got to go over there and talk to him if you want to talk to him.
Yeah, if we're milling around the show, we're definitely going to talk to people. And if there's a dude over here actually selling things out of the van, just because of my player curiosity, I have to go see how that plays out. Can you still do the voice?
Probably not. Where do we want to start?
Well, we know this is the car, right?
You know that he drives a Hemi Cuda. I did say that he drives a black Hemi Cuda, so this is obviously not his car, but it is similar. And maybe somebody with a similar car might know, other people in the world with that kind of car. Not a bad place to start if you want to start with somebody.
Indeed.
Is it her car,
It is her car.
ma'am? Anybody you know anybody that's got a black one of these?
Yeah, actually, I do. Why? Why you want
Is
to
he
know?
is he here?
He's not here yet. He's one of the racers tonight, so they kind of show up a little later. Are you here to watch the race?
Oh yeah.
It's a good time. It's more fun to be in the race, of course, if you can drive.
Are you in the race?
I won't be riding in this one. No, I won't be driving this race. This race tonight is it's for like new entrants into the circuit.
Ah.
So, do you have a car?
I do. I have a Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I can't drive it, but I have it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, like if you're looking for parts or anything for your Mitsubishi Eclipse, there's tons of stuff like that, around here. And there's definitely a lot of friendly people in the community that would help you, get whatever you need.
Great.
So, like, do you want to look inside my car? You like, check it out?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. So she, very eagerly shows you all of the bells and whistles. She's put a lot of time and energy into this. So, like, it's probably got some shag carpeting.
Because
It's
that's how
very
you
clean.
define time and
Well,
energy.
she just has a very eclectic taste, and she wanted all OEM stuff. So it's like original shag carpeting. And it's all very nice resto mod. She's done a very good job with this car. Some people don't want to go OEM news, like they just put whatever they want in it. They'll order things off of Wish or Temu, or they'll just slap some squirrel cage turbo in their car to make it go faster. But that's not what is the right thing to do. You want to keep these things as like stock as you can.
And is that what this kerosene guy did? Was he put whatever he could in it to make it fast?
Vance, yeah, he'd put stickers on it if it would make it faster. Stickers obviously don't make your car go faster.
So obviously he's painted a flame job on it.
I think it's Ghost Flames. I couldn't get the flame job to go. Here, I'm gonna bring his car out. He's not here yet. But this is what his car looks like. I don't know if you can see all of that.
It looks like a psychedelic acid trip surrounding a car I can barely see the outline of.
There's a lot of
no.
things.
There's a lot of things.
A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
The rainbows are my favorite.
Rainbows and chains and blues and oh man. Like
Oh goodness, that's
Oh,
not
wow.
supposed to happen.
oh, you're looking at
See,
it on the stream?
No, on my on my screen, it's a black car with lightning coming out of it. That's
This is
not
what
it looks
happens
like.
when you invite Ja Rule to your function.
Who invited P. Diddy?
Wait,
It's
who just gave me one of those little Listerine tabs? It's actually full of acid.
the Fire Fest of cars.
All right, so he's obviously not going to work. Here, let's do this.
You tried to use the attach tool to mix effects with the car model.
Of course I did.
So what it does is it goes back to whatever its default settings are, and if that's all, then it does everything.
Roger. All right, but yeah, this is the car you guys are looking for. He's not here yet.
Okay.
He will be soon.
So after we're done examining this lovely lady's car and blending in and chatting, I'm gonna ask my compatriots. So what's like the plan here when he does show up? He's obviously got an artifact. Obviously got something that's giving him these abilities. Whether he wants them or not is irrelevant.
Maybe one of us could sneak into the back seat of his car.
The guy shot electric from his fingertips and burned people alive in the blink of an eye.
Catch him off guard, Bid Race.
And what if he's not in control of this thing?
I don't know. I'm just giving ideas. I didn't realize they had to be perfect.
They don't. I just want to make sure that we don't make any critical errors right out of the gate. Because I'm thinking we need to catch this guy off guard before he's going 90 miles an hour down the highway. Stun the shit out of him. Although my normal method of doing that would be a Tesla. I'm not sure shooting this guy with electricity is a good idea. And get him unconscious. That way he can't trigger whatever artifact this is. Search him, find the artifact. Tag, the artifact and take it back to the warehouse. That's my current thinking. Feel free to.
Yeah. So sneak in, but we don't want him going fast. We want to have it beforehand.
Well, I mean, I can't think of a scenario where rendering him unconscious while behind the wheel at 90 miles an hour is a good idea.
Yeah. I don't want him to hit something with his car at 90 miles an hour with the ability to instantly burn 5 people.
So are we talking him out of racing?
Or I look around calling the cops on the race. Cancel the race.
That's not a terrible plan. Timing's got to be just right if we want to catch him here while we do it, though.
If we had a big truck, we could box him in.
Maybe.
I'm being quiet because I'm smoking a cigarette, but you guys are on the right path, and you probably should think about how you're gonna dismantle him. No, that's not the right word.
Incapacitate.
Yeah, that one.
Because
incapacitate.
I don't think we need decapitate. I have suspicions. My first suspicion is that my Tesla isn't going to work. That's my first suspicion. With all the electric, superhero stuff he's got going on. My second suspicion is that he is a victim, not a I don't think he intended for this to happen. So
What if we manipulate the course and separate him from everybody else?
Okay, I like that. How do you if there was a really fast drawbridge, cartoon style?
Yeah. We just make him stop.
I like that idea. How do we go about doing that? Ooh.
I
Are
mean,
the,
story-wise, yes. Now there's a very fast drawbridge.
I was about to say also, like, what if we got a barge and made it so that he drove off of only brought one end of the bridge up. He drives off of it onto the barge. He's now isolated on the barge. So if things do go south, it's harder for him to hurt people. And it's a boat. Because, Gavin gets to use a boat.
Yeah. Caught him with a boat.
We're in a fishing net.
Catch him with a fishing net. We still got to monitor it. You got that drone, so you can follow him with the drone. See which place he is in, so we can make him jump the bridge at the right time.
Sure. Well, I mean, that's a great idea. I could follow him with the drone, and then he'll know where he's at, so you guys can time it just right to spring the trap on him. Can we do all of this in, how long do we have now? 30 minutes?
Yeah, about.
Maybe.
I like this idea.
I'll go get the drone.
All right. Yeah.
I'll go steal us a barge. Or rent a barge.
Borrow a barge with a post-it note and put an IOU.
Gotta catch a ghosty. BRB.
You walk up and you're like, well, actually, I do have $1 million to just put down.
Now, how much to have this in my possession for the next hour and a half? It's a rental. Is 10 grand gonna cover it?
10 grand. I was thinking you go up and be like, hey, you're responsible for looking after this thing. Here's $1,000. Go have a really nice lunch. It'll be here when you get back.
Yeah, here's 2 tickets to Disney World.
You guys are much better at bartering than me.
I like your generosity.
I think you'd be better at it if you were thinking of it as your actual own real money.
Yeah, Gavin heard he had unlimited funds, 99 credit rating. It's easy come, easy go.
All right, so let's identify a place on the map that we will pretend is water and has a drawbridge on it. I think we'll just say ooh, this isn't locked down. Lock that down so we can draw on it. We'll say right around in here. Sure. On the map.
Okay.
All right. So, yep, now we've got a really fast drawbridge that has been identified by Stella. Stella, you're going to activate the drawbridge at the right time. We've got Graham following everybody around with the drone, and Gavin. I know, I guess
Everybody's so unsteady.
Here, hold on. Let's do this.
I mean, the map is at a wicked angle.
Yeah.
How am I activating the drawbridge? Also, is Sarah with us?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, let's take Sarah out of this.
She's been following Gavin around all doughy-eyed ever since they talked.
Right.
Did I miss a detail? What's happening?
Actually, go ahead and give me a spot hidden though.
Oh god, she is following him around.
That's a regular success.
I got a 39, which is a regular success.
I got a 17.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
so you'll see him. I'm going to put him in Ghost 20 Modern, and then I'm going to paste him over. Copy link. Objects.
There's so much to unpack with this picture.
Who is this
Yeah.
guy?
You see this guy. He is in a white van. And Stella, as you pull up to the drawbridge, He is there already in his white van. And he looks like he's waiting just like you are waiting for the race.
Hmm.
You want to tell anybody about him?
So there's a guy, guys, there's a guy in a white van. I can't even begin to describe what he looks like and what he's wearing. I just know he's going to be a problem.
So, can I ask where I'm? So, I'm flying the drone, obviously, but like, where am I physically? Like, I
Where you wanna
imagine
be.
I would be with either Gavin or Stella.
Sure.
So if I'm near enough by to this guy, has the race started yet?
We'll say the race is going to start indefinitely. It's probably within the next couple minutes. Gavin has his boat, and Stella is next to this drawbridge. If you're with one of them, you're pretty close to both. But Stella has identified this man.
Okay. Stella, I've got my Tesla. I could just go stun him.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see that going wrong for us.
Well, if you don't want me to do it, I don't have to, but I don't see a ton of options here. We either
No.
let him go through with whatever he's going to do, in which case you're right, he probably becomes a problem, or I go over there and just nonchalantly, "Hey, how you doing?" Bzz, and he wakes
I like
up
the
after
idea
it's
of us
all over.
fighting for control of the drawbridge.
Okay.
I don't. I'd knock him out.
You're so hard to read sometimes, Stella, as I say as I get out of the vehicle. I just nonchalantly walk up to this guy, and I literally want to be like, "Sup," and then I want to pull the trigger.
Hey, can you just? I think it'd be fair to give me a stealth roll.
Yeah, sure. I'm not trying to sneak up on him, but yeah, I can.
Nonchalant.
Yeah.
Give him a nonchalant roll.
A nonchalant.
That's a carouse.
It's a deception on Traveler. I rolled a 4. However, I don't know what skill I'm using. So, I do have a
it'd be a
stealth.
stealth.
I have stealth. A 4 is
Yeah.
actually a 4 is an extreme success for my stealth.
Okay, so as you walk up, he's got the window down on the driver's side door of the van, and you walk up from behind. And as you come up to the window, he's got both hands in a backpack, and he's like rummaging through, completely distracted. So you're gonna say "sup" and then shoot him.
Yep.
All right, give me that firearms roll.
I think I'm really good at. Watch me flub it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna spend 5 points of luck to make that a success.
Okay. All right, and then I think for that Tesla, it's 2d6, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, give me a 2d6 roll, and it's just straight knockout damage.
Okay, it's 9 damage.
All right, so he slumps forward. I almost want him to just lean on the fucking horn. And maybe for a second he does kind of like almost come in contact with the horn, unless you want to grab him real quick.
Nah, I mean, unless it's the horn's blaring, I'm not gonna bother. If the horn is blaring, I'll push him over.
So like just very forcefully, his head just goes block, and right on the horn it goes bonk just for a second, and he kind of comes back, leaning back in his seat, knocked out. His bag hits the ground. It has been opened because he was like rummaging through it, and inside you see a there's like an old tapestry. You kind of like recognize the style from the artifacts inside the museum, and inside of the tapestry is like this like piece of wood, like a wood cutting.
Okay. Oh, what the hell? I'm gonna put on some gloves and I'm gonna grab it.
You pull it out, and it's another 11th century artifact. This is a picture of a. They're not hoplites. What are they called? Shit.
Sumerians.
It says Saracen at the bottom of the
Saracens.
wood cutting. Yeah,
Saracens.
and
In
it's
English?
it would say it in Arabic. But maybe it says maybe it says it in Arabic, and then underneath it, it's got like a little taped piece of paper that says Saracen on it. Anyway, it's a picture of a man in like old Turkish armor. He's wearing a turban. He's got a big beard. He kind of looks like this warrior here that you've just knocked out. But he's got this thing on his spine that looks like a piece of metal with like jagged arms coming out of it. And the man in the picture is being struck by lightning.
What? The man in the picture is currently being struck by lightning
Yeah, so like it's a
in
wood
front of our very eyes.
the wood cutting has
Oh.
it's a lightning bolt also etched into it, just like this man is etched into it. So it's a picture of a man being struck by lightning.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go back to the plan. I'm gonna follow with the drone.
Cool.
I'm gonna show Stella the thing, and she can concentrate on figuring all that out while I'm flying the drone.
But did you see how that guy was dressed?
Yeah, there was a lot to unpack there.
Okay.
I'm not sure what he needs the magazine pouches for, since all he's carrying are a shit ton of swords.
Snacks.
Snacks.
They're his pezzes.
That's how you get your health back.
One's got a little straw that comes out of it.
All right, so this race begins, and the drone gets really cool looking aerial shots of 4 cars racing through the streets of Tampa at night, and they're weaving in and out of traffic. And our boy Vance Kerosene is in the black Hemi Cuda.
Ooh, Hemi Cuda. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
Nope, that's exactly what I needed. They're drifting through turns, and the ass into the car sliding out, and as they're racing, there's like this ball lightning that kind of gathers around the black Hemi Cuda, and as it comes through a corner, the Cuda comes into contact with this like gray Charger, Dodge Charger RT, and the ball lightning flashes across, and in this massive flash that the drone just can't keep up with, the camera just doesn't do exposure very well. In the time that it takes and like the camera to focus back in, the Charger is completely stopped, and the Cuda just keeps roaring forward uphill. The man in the Charger is completely toast behind the wheel, dead, and the Cuda just roaring up the streets. So the drone continues following it around, and now there's 3, and it's coming up to probably like within the next 30 to 15 seconds. Stella's going to have to pull the drawbridge, and
Okay.
Gavin, are you in position?
Yeah, Gavin has been like calculating how fast the cars are. He's also looking around at the boat now, and he wants to find a big like rubber like wetsuit, or not a wetsuit, but like the overcoat, like longshoreman.
Like one of those big
Oh.
yellow raincoats.
A yellow, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotcha.
Like the old man in the sea.
Hopefully, he found one of those on the boat. And
Give me a
he's
luck
gonna-
roll.
Yeah, luck it up.
That's what lucks are for.
That's
Oh,
a 18 out of 99.
nice. So that's a pass. You find it's maybe a little bit big for you, but it's not moldy or wet, and you're able to throw it on and get your They're pants with big overall straps, and then this massive jacket that goes over top of everything.
Yeah, super comfortable. That is just what I like to wear out on the water. I got my knife out, but I'm gonna flip it around, so I'm hitting with the butt side of the knife. But I'm waiting, looking back at the bridge, guessing how far the the thing's gonna launch.
All right, and Stella, I was gonna say this is kind of like a mechanical repair because I was trying to think of how these bridge things work. But what do you think? What do you want to use here?
Not that.
She wants to use a lever.
Oh,
I just want to press a button, really.
just press a button. We can pull this to a luck roll. How's your luck?
That looks okay.
All right, I'm cool with it being just a straight up luck roll. Did you hit the button at the right time? Right.
Right.
It's a lot of math and trajectory too. We could say it's an intelligence roll if that's better than your luck.
Ooh,
Ooh, or maybe you're clairvoyant enough to see the future and you know what's going to happen.
Ooh, that's a good one. I was also
love
gonna.
that.
I was
Yes,
also gonna
let's
say
go.
dexterity, but the clairvoyance is cool.
That's kind of your flavoring. So that would
makes
be.
more sense for my character.
That's a use of magic points and a clairvoyance roll.
Oh, hold on, let me get this.
Bata, 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 bata,
I
bata,
got
bata.
14, and my clairvoyance is 84.
Hello.
She gets just that car, not the other two cars on either side. She gets just that car.
Yeah, you know that he is going to hit his NOS button. So seeing that he's going to do it right before he does it, you know that you're going to hit the button a little bit earlier than you had anticipated because he's going to go faster than the other two cars. So you hit the button and the drawbridge starts to go up. The other two cars drop back enough that they're not going to get caught into your trap, and the Hemikuda roars up the drawbridge deck and flies in the air over
Like that
the
one scene in Spice World.
Whee!
a double-decker bus making it over the Tower of London in the background. No, so this the Cuda falls short and ends up in Gavin's boat. This is well done.
Yay!
All right, so the car crashes, and out of the wreck, Gavin, you see this figure emerge. Vance Kerosene. Oh, I want to show you this too, Gavin. You're close enough to see it. Has this thing on his back. This metal spine is attached to Vance's back, and as he gets out of the car, this wrecked
yes.
heap, you see that the spine is kind of like manipulating Vance's body in like these jagged, jerky motions. Vance climbs out of the wrecked car and looks around. Give me a stealth check, Mr. Gavin.
It's a 79 out of 92.
So that's a pass. You duck down successfully. So you're going to be able to get a... We'll say it's like a... Oh, shit. What is that? You're going to get the jump on him if you want to take this turn to to do that.
So the barge I'm seeing has a little tiny little like stand-up spot. He's crashed on this thing. Instead of like me rushing the car and hitting him, he slowly crawled out and I was like, oh shit, he's still there. So I, like in the wreckage, climb around to the other side of the wreckage. He's now gonna go towards the only like place where somebody would drive a boat and he would assume somebody was there. And as he's walking that way, I'm sneaking up behind him. I'm gonna try to hit like the base of his spine right above where that little thing is touching him, like just Boom! Right in the back where I would knock somebody out. Because, yeah, Gavin would have knocked somebody out with the back of a knife before.
Like right in his neck.
Yeah, right at the base of his skull.
Yeah.
Roll that
Ouchies.
melee, brawl, whatever's better.
That is a 76 out of 70.
Oh,
I can spend some luck.
I suggest you do.
I also suggest you do.
That is a 70 out of 70. Or I can spend one more, make it a 69.
Ooh.
Just kidding.
I
70 out of
suggest you
70.
do. All right, so you hit him with the butt of your knife in the base of his skull, where this metallic spine comes into contact with the base of his skull. And you hit him. Go ahead and give me some damage here.
I hit him with not the knife, but my brawl damage, which is substantially less.
Okay.
Because I don't want to hit him in the back of the neck with a knife. That is 1d3. I'm going to go half of a d6. That is 1 damage.
Wouldn't you treat it like a club? Back of the knife.
Didn't you just karate chop him?
Yeah, I feel like, and I'm interpreting using Traveler rules. This is totally up to the GM. But anytime you improvise a weapon, you just treat it like a club.
Do you have a damage bonus? What's your size?
I do not. My damage bonus is 0.
Okay. So I think it's usually like unarmed, just completely unarmed, is still a 1d4. But I might be mistaken there, and it might be a d3.
Yeah.
Nope.
On my sheet, my brawl is 1d3.
Okay. What's the knife damage?
1d8.
Roll the d8, please. You do 1 damage. It's fate. All right, so I'm going to mark that Vance Kerosene has taken that 1. Fantastic.
It's been nice knowing you, Gavin.
It's a good thing you're on a boat.
Now take both your hands and karate chop him on either side of the top of that spine.
He can't ground. Can't ground when you're on a boat. So would you like to dodge or fight back as Vance Kerosene turns around and he uses his arms to throw you? It seems very, very powerful. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I'd like to fight back.
All right.
Yeah.
So you give me your brawl, and I will do my brawl. I'm going to tell you that you have to get better than a normal success if I get a success, right? So you have to beat my it's the scale of it. So I've got you motherfucker.
Extreme suppressed it.
You motherfucker. All right. Go ahead and roll that D8 again. No, I'm sorry. This is a brawl. You do have your knife. Are you fighting back with the knife?
Yeah.
All right, give me the D8 damage then.
It's another 1.
All right. You start like using the blade of this knife to nick into Vance Kerosene. He tried to like do this crazy, maybe like a judo or some Krav Maga throw on you, and you deftly like just ducked out of the way and hit him with the knife again, and he's just kind of getting frustrated here. So that's turn 1. We're gonna go back now to Graham. That was the surprise round. And Graham, what would you like to do?
I have no idea what to do here. I can't shoot him with the Tesla because he's like based on electricity. I'm making an assumption there. I'm making an assumption that it would be a bad idea. I can't.
You are making an assumption. You haven't tried it yet.
I will go ahead and, assuming I'm within range, I'm not going to go get down on the barge, but I will shoot at him from the bridge.
Firearms roll.
Okay. Let's see if I can do this without having to spend luck on one of my best stats. Not been super. Nope. I miss like a motherfucker. That's an 87. I can't. No matter how many points I put in this, I can't hit with a fucking gun.
Nope. That's actually, it's great because narratively you hit. So like the Tesla's ball lightning goes right up into Vance, and Vance kind of like sucks it in. The thing on his back, his spine, just kind of like takes this power from the Tesla. So yeah, maybe you didn't necessarily miss here, but he absorbed that damage.
Hmm.
Do you want to move?
I'd like to take cover, please.
Okay, that's a good idea. Stella, what would you like to do?
How we can obviously see what's happening if he's close enough to shoot at him. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have an idea for that. I was just checking.
Roger.
Let's see. What am I good at?
I like having you on the team because you have the capability of doing things completely outside of the normal box here.
Yeah.
Well, the other three of us have been playing tabletop games together for almost a decade. No, more than a decade. So
Stop. Jenny, the other day, she came to me and she's like, "We've been together longer than we haven't been together." And I was like, yeah. I knew it was going to happen at some point in my life, but yeah, that's coming up. It's going to be like one of those big milestones, maybe, that, I don't know. Hopefully I'll notice it.
Could I use a dex roll and gather some information? Like maybe I can spot his weak spot.
With a dex roll.
Yeah. Is that what I use for sharp-witted, or is it intelligence?
It would be intelligence.
Okay.
I like the idea of an idea roll, and you just took a talent to allow you to do those better, right?
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
I'm trying to do, is to use that talent.
I just realized I may have missed something. You said earlier that there was a piece of wood that I took from that other guy.
Yeah.
It's not the actual painting or whatever. What is it?
It's so old. It's a wooden artifact. It's like from the 11th century, and it's got, what are they, a wood cutting on it that's been painted over. So like it's a relic.
It's a piece of art then. It's not an actual like.
Correct.
It's not a tool. Okay. I thought maybe it was a tool or something and I could remove the thing with it. Never mind. I didn't miss anything.
Oh, I thought you were going to toss me a club.
That was what I was originally thinking, but I don't think that's what it is.
That wasn't my intention, no, but maybe it is an artifact. Just roll it into the story.
Okay. I got a 16 out of... Is it intelligence?
Yeah.
I got a 16 out of 85.
All right, so this is your idea roll, and the way that this works is it's kind of like, thought process here. I'm sure you've seen, like, Above Table, the episode of Warehouse 13 with this spine of Saracen in it.
She has seen it, yes.
Yeah. So in that episode, they use a generator to hit this thing with, like, over 1,000 volts. That's what the wood carving thing was in the van. It was depicting a bolt of lightning, something that a human being couldn't generate, something bigger than a household's power output. You're going to have to hit him with something pretty powerful. You could...
what the thing that powers a drawbridge?
Yes. Like the transformer that is powering the drawbridge motors. Absolutely.
Okay, so we need a really big set of jumper cables.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
And that could really be any metal cable, like in the drawbridge, the drawworks, anything really.
I have a very limited mechanical repair ability. This is how Graham dies.
Do drawbridges, do the transformers, the motors, do they have steel cables in them? Oh crap.
Like in them, I have no idea, but let's pretend like they do. And
So-
whatever you planning on doing, we could do it.
Could we like unwind the steel cable and attach it one end of the jumper cables from whatever vehicle I'm in and like lasso him?
I don't see why not. That's probably a possibility.
All right, well that's my idea.
It's a good
Teammates.
idea. Do you want to move or anything on this turn?
Oh no, I've done all I can do.
All right.
She does want to convey to me that plan, though.
It's a good plan, and it's a good conveyance of her
Yes,
plan.
I do. Thank you.
Gavin, what would you like to do?
So Gavin is on a boat. Gavin lives on boats. He's comfortable as the boat is rocking just ever so slightly. And that's how he feels like he's getting any advantage over this Vance Kerosene guy. Because he hit him in the back of the head as hard as he could, and he just kind of awkwardly used his arms to reach behind him and tried to throw him over his shoulder. And Gavin landed and was like, oh shit, and hit him again. And he just keeps fighting. Gavin needs to be down here and needs to make sure this guy stops, though. So he is still knife is still held backwards. So he still has his little punching thing, and he's still trying to get to the behind it. And just now he's actively hitting the spine thing, trying to hit just the spine, make him stop moving, put him to sleep.
All right, so you're juking and meleeing again with the knife.
Yeah. Knife is out, giving myself a little bit of space. Like, he's clearly worried about getting stabbed, but at the last second, he's flipping it over and just try to hit him in the temple or the back of the neck again to put this guy to sleep. Put him to sleep. This is my big goal. It's a 65 out of 70.
Vance Kerosene's going to fight back. You got a 45. So that's a hard success on his melee ability. Okay. Gavin, you're going to go for a swim. So Vance Kerosene's electrical powers strike out like a bolt of lightning comes out of his body, hits you for 2 damage, Gavin, and then you are flung backwards. Let's say it's 10-15 feet, and you go kaplunk in the water next to your barge. 2 damage is way better than the full damage here that I'm reading. Yeah. Don't want to hit you with all that.
In other words, Gavin just died, but the GM said no.
Yeah. It's okay. We're going to go.
Got my rubber suit on, though.
Oh, that's true. It's a good point. That's probably why you only took 2 damage. Let's say that's why you only took 2 damage.
Makes it
All right.
my turn?
Actually, it makes it that's Vance's turn. Vance is going to try to go to the wheelhouse of the barge, and he's going to try to steer the barge away. He's just trying to get away here. He cannot figure out barges, though. He's getting frustrated. Now it's Graham's turn.
I'm going to attempt to put Stella's plan into action, lower 2 cables that have been connected as the positive and negative leads from this generator that I'm assuming it's like a giant DC motor that pulls with these winches.
Sure.
My idea being that I'm about to create a bolt of lightning. Like they're going to get close to the metal deck of this thing and they're going to electrify the barge, and hopefully his natural electrical nature will make him a natural bridge for this thing, and it's just going to arc. That's the perfect world.
Stella, are you gonna give him a hand for this? The way that I'm thinking about this is, I can make this kind of like a task chain where the two of you use this turn to help each other.
Yes, I'll gladly assist him. I like his idea better than my lasso one, so.
Okay. Well, then you'll give him a boost, but I'm gonna need you to roll a skill check first to make sure you give him this boost.
Okay.
What skill? Let's talk about this. What skill would you like to use to help him? You got electrical repair. Got
Could she use just like a straight like characteristic skill?
Always use a straight characteristic skill.
Just to like, especially if what she's just doing is like, here's my principal plan, and I promise you're not going to die.
Right. So yeah, you can do the intelligence roll there. You can use EDU to like guarantee, like, as long as you've got rubber-soled boots on, you'll be okay, or whatever you want to do here. I'm just trying to throw a skill check in here to keep it interesting.
Yeah, I like, I'll do a knowledge roll.
Fair.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
23. All right, so that's definitely given a boost to Archon as he rolls this. What are you using as your skill?
Hey, you're not gonna die.
I was going to use mechanical repair because I think it's the most relevant skill.
That is what I would call for as a GM, yeah.
Okay. My boost is an extra percentile. Is that what it is?
An extra tens dice, so that is your your
percentile.
Right.
Yeah. Making sure that I got it right. And then I rolled just one of the d10s, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 21.
Hey!
Which for my mechanical repair is a hard success.
All right, so the two leads coming out of the motor that you guys have spooled up and running, it's sending electricity down and into the barge deck as these two leads touch the metal deck. Gavin, safely off the boat now, doesn't get electrocuted as these two leads make contact, and they run up the legs of Vance Kerosene, who's standing in the wheelhouse of the barge. Vance jerks, his knees give out, and he hits the ground. And he kind of like disappears from your sight, Gavin, and Graham and Stella. He like slumps over. He's in the wheelhouse, so you lose sight of him just for a second. But it all turns quiet.
Okay.
Gavin starts swimming to the ladder and climbs on board.
Excellent. So you get up there, Gavin, and you walk over to Vance.
Yes.
All right. Vance is there. He's breathing shallowly, but terrifyingly. You don't see the spine anymore. It's not on his back.
It's not behind him.
Go ahead and give me a spot hit.
Yeah. 25. That's a hard success.
That's great. So, in the quiet, like breeze and the rocking of the barge that you're on, you hear like the tinkle pitter patter of these metallic feet as they're rushing around you. You're pinpointing them, and you can see the movement of two, like, actually it's a thing of rope, like a spool of rope, kind of moves a little bit, and you're damn sure that thing is in there.
I got a big old yellow rubber glove. I'm going to try to grab it with that glove and then flip my glove inside out and hold it like it's a bag.
Give me a dex roll.
It's a 60 out of 80.
Hey, that's pretty good. I got a 87, so you pass. You grab this thing, and it writhes in your hand. I'm going to tell you right now that any failed dex roll here to like hold on to this thing, it will attach itself to you. It is supernaturally fast. So be very, very careful about your next couple rolls.
Yeah, I'm going to look up at the bridge and I'm going to hold on to this with all of my might and I'm going to scream, "We got to find something to get." Oh, sorry, I'm not. We need something to hold this sucker. She's trying to break free.
I'm going to go over to that van that the guy was in. Surely he had something to put this thing in.
Very, very good idea. So you go over and the dude is still passed out. His backpack is still on the ground.
It's good because I would have tased him again. I might tase him again anyway.
Check its little pockets.
Well, I'm going to look in his bag first. Because
Okay.
it's got to be big enough to put the thing in, so I don't think it's going to be in his pockets.
So inside his bag, he's got like a... no, it's like a Faraday cage, but it's like
Yep, this
fabric.
is
Yeah.
it. I take that and toss it to Gavin.
Excellent. Stella, would you like to do anything this round?
Yeah, just 1 second. I have to see what a Faraday cage is. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
A Faraday
Yeah.
cage is a mesh of brass that blocks
I
radio
know what
signals.
it is. I see it now. I'm gonna look around for any security cameras
Ooh,
because
good call.
I don't really want to be identified as the person that broke the drawbridge.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a luck roll.
Whee! Oh, I'm good.
You passed?
Yeah.
It's
Alright, no
it's
security
very
cameras.
expensive, but security cameras inside of mechanical rooms.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, it's
You
good.
never know.
It's a good call to look for him, though. It's okay. I have an idea. Like once we're all settled with this, I'm just gonna retase that guy and then leave the tools from breaking the bridge in his van, and then call the police and be like, "Someone fucked up the bridge."
All right. Well, we can kind of like fast forward through that. You give Gavin the Faraday bag. He puts the spine in the bag, and you guys have captured this artifact. 43. Is that right, Kizzy?
43 out of 80.
Yep. As long as I do not get a 1 here. Yeah, you're good. 69. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. My monsters don't benefit from the 69.
Well, unless this is a Japanese special.
Yeah, right.
It's clicking around, and then all of a sudden it looks up and goes, "Nice," as it gets pushed in.
Nani? All right, so you guys have successfully gathered up the spine of the Saracen, and yeah, I think that your plan of like making the Turk take the blame for the damaged drawbridge. The other racers have gotten to go home What do you want to do with Vance Kerosene himself?
We'll just leave him. I think he's a victim.
Okay. And then the plan is to take the spine back to
The warehouse. Yes, where it belongs. It belongs in the vault. It belongs locked away. It's very dangerous. It needs to go in that special section that nobody can get in.
All right.
And, crashed Plymouth Hemikuda on a barge.
That's Kerosene's problem.
Or we just leave the barge. I gotta put the barge back.
No, you don't. I mean, you can. You don't have to.
No, but I mean, I gave the guy and you're right. Let me get in the car. And I just kind of moor her right there to the bridge.
Leave it.
I mean, it wasn't in good shape anyway. Somebody struck it with lightning.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna have electrical problems from now on. Little bugs, gremlins.
Also, thanks for electrocuting that guy, not me.
Well,
Of course.
I mean, it was totally, completely in the plan and intentional that you were going to get thrown off the side of that thing before we enacted this plan.
I mean, I had my rubber boots on. I think I would have been okay.
So we head back to the Samuel L. Davis cigar factory, where underneath is the vault, or at least Tampa, Florida's vault, of artifacts and relics and other lost things that the American government doesn't want around and available to the public. Much like Gavin's guitar. Well, it used to belong to Steve Vai, his 7-string guitar. You now have an addition, the Spine of Saracen. And as you come into the vault with the spine, you kind of know that there's a process where you bring it to the codex and you get it codified. And then the codex tells you what aisle and row and all of that stuff to put it on, where there's a space made for it. And now with Marge here, things are even more organized, where she's got, I think it was Stella that said there should be tags on everything. And the codex had started to do that, but Marge has kind of like made that a thing. And she's got a lot of them done. So the inventory of the vault has never been better. And you guys have succeeded in adding another artifact. Congratulations.
Yay!
I
This
really,
is the couch from Friends.
Yeah, it is.
I really enjoyed the Street Racer twist on the Spine of Saracen adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to mesh up Fast and Furious and a Warehouse 13 episode.
I thought the tires were going to catch on fire and it was going to do the Back to the Future thing.
I'm really kind of bummed that the art didn't work out for that, because it was all like spiky and electrified as I was driving it around. But that's okay. Do you guys want to do anything here in the vault? I mean, it is 10:40. We can call it. And this is, the second of our episodic adventures. And then in 2 weeks, we'll have another, completely episodic show.
I'm down for whatever the group would like to do. We can make this a short episode if you'd like.
I'm a little bit worse for wear. I got thrown off of a boat. You ever heard of me getting thrown off of a boat?
I know that's going to take you a bit to come to terms with.
Kind of a good thing, though. Well, you obviously, subconsciously knew it was going to happen, Gavin. So you jumped. That's just...
Yeah.
Do I have the clairvoyance now? I can see the future?
No, Gavin. You didn't. No, you did not.
Hey, Gavin, that girl at the car meet was telling me about I could make my Eclipse into one of those race cars.
Are you gonna be a street racer?
Maybe.
That'd be pretty fun. I can like hype the crowd up and give you some music so that everybody knows you're about to wow, do something cool.
Yeah.
Then you can,
Gavin's gonna do that.
Then you can break into the car scene, and like pretend that you're a race car driver. Get really close to a gang of race car drivers.
Yeah, but they're a real family.
But
Family.
then you win the surfing competition. Oh wait, I am messing up two different movies. It's because Point Break and Fast and Furious are the same idea. All right, yeah, we'll call it there. Unless you have something, Kizik.
Not at all. I can just keep BS and this old gabbing forever. We put the old like owl statue that you looked through and screamed at the thing that went to the other side.
You guys bring that back?
The statue that was broken?
No, the owl statue. I think he's talking about from the Honduras episode.
Oh, yes, we did bring that back. I thought we did at the end of the last episode. We may have hand waved it, but yeah, that should be in here as well. With enough tags to make sure that people know that it belongs to that site in case it ever has to, go open or close a portal again. But I don't want it just left there for people to open a portal with.
That's smart.
Yeah, thanks. Make sure that's put away. And thanks everybody for listening.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Indeed.
Short episode. We got it done.
Yep. And we will be back again next week for the next episode, or I should say, the dramatic conclusion of, what did I call it? Raiders
of the Lost Coins.
Raiders of the Lost Coins. Dramatic conclusion. Next Saturday, 8 p.m.
Join Professor Zigzag and his friends
As they fall to their doom. I mean...
as they drown. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's good.
Thanks, everybody, for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.